Look at the people who made an impact. Every single one risked. They risked their reputation, they risked their comfort, some risked everything. And yes, many failed, sometimes publicly, sometimes painfully. But in that risk, they discovered strength they never knew they had. Safe living produces soft people. Risk produces strong people. Comfort creates mediocrity. Courage creates greatness. The truth is simple. Weakness and safety are married. Growth and risk are married. You cannot separate them. So stop worshiping safety. Stop hiding behind the illusion of security. Life is risk by design. Even breathing is risk. The question is, will you risk for something that matters or stay safe and slowly decay? Safe living breeds weakness. Risk brings growth. Choose wisely. A ship without a rudder doesn't choose its destination. It goes wherever the current takes it. Sometimes it drifts into calm waters. Sometimes it crashes into rocks. But one thing is certain, it never arrives on purpose. Life without vision is the same. You drift. You wake up, go through the motions, and wonder why nothing changes. You follow the currents of culture, the opinions of others, the distractions of the moment. And at the end of the journey, you look back and realize you never truly lived. You only drifted. Drifting feels safe at first. No risk, no pressure, no responsibility. But the cost of drifting is regret. The cost of drifting is wasted years. The cost of drifting is waking up one day and realizing your life never truly belonged to you. Vision changes everything. Vision gives you direction. Vision gives you courage. Vision gives you the strength to say no to distractions and yes to the path that matters. Without vision, people perish. Not always physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and purposefully. They lose fire. They lose drive. They lose the reason to endure. If you want your life to mean something, you cannot afford to drift. You cannot afford to hand your steering wheel to chance. You must see clearly where you're going, and you must choose to row in that direction, no matter how strong the current. Without vision, you drift. With vision, you arrive. For centuries, sailors crossed vast oceans without maps, without compasses, without GPS. How did they find their way? They followed the North Star. Through storms, through waves, through nights of uncertainty, that single point of light gave them direction. Purpose works the same way. Life is a vast ocean, unpredictable, dangerous, filled with storms. Without a guiding star, you get lost. But when you discover your purpose, you have direction. Even in chaos, you know which way to go. Purpose doesn't mean the journey is easy. It doesn't mean the seas are calm. It means you are no longer wandering blindly. You can endure storms because you know they're carrying you towards something that matters. People who lack purpose get blown off course by every wind. A new trend, a new distraction, a new temptation, and they change direction again. But those with purpose hold steady. They can say, this is who I am, this is where I'm going, this is what my life is for. Your purpose is your North Star. It doesn't move, it doesn't fade. It doesn't get lost in the noise. It shines above the storm and calls you forward. Do you have that star, or are you drifting, hoping that life somehow takes you somewhere meaningful? Purpose doesn't come by accident. You must search for it. You must protect it. And once you find it, you must follow it relentlessly. Purpose is your North Star. Find it and follow it home. Strength is not found in muscles alone. It is found in meaning. A person who knows why they fight can endure almost any. Think about the athlete who trains through exhaustion, pain, and sacrifice. Why do they keep going? Because they have a reason. Think about the soldier who faces fear on the battlefield. Why do they stand their ground? Because they know what they're defending. The same is true for you. When you know your why, you can endure struggles that would otherwise crush you. Without purpose, the smallest obstacle feels overwhelming. With purpose, even great mountains become climbable. People quit not because the task is too hard, but because they have no reason to keep going. When the weight feels heavy, when the journey feels long, when the pain feels unbearable, vision keeps you moving. Purpose whispers, this is worth it. Don't stop now. Your strength doesn't come from avoiding difficulty. It comes from attaching your struggle to meaning. Pain without purpose breaks you. Pain with purpose builds you. Ask yourself, why am I here? What am I fighting for? What will I not give up on? The answers to those questions will give you a power that no obstacle can steal. Strength is not simply about endurance. It's about endurance for something that matters. And once you know your why, nothing, no failure, no pain, no storm can stop you. Strength flows from purpose. Strength flows from knowing why. Fear whispers lies. It tells you you're not ready, not good enough, not strong enough. It convinces you that danger is around every corner, that stepping forward will destroy you. But here's the truth. Fear is not a protector. It is a thief. It steals opportunity. It steals time. It steals destiny. Every dream you have lives on the other side of fear. Every breakthrough, every calling, every destiny waits beyond that invisible wall. The problem is not that you don't have the ability. The problem is that fear convinces you to stop before you even start. Fear paralyzes. Courage moves. Fear keeps you trapped in the familiar. Courage carries you into the unknown. Fear builds prisons out of excuses. Courage smashes those walls and opens doors to possibility. Your destiny is not waiting in safety, it's waiting in risk. And fear is the guard at the gate. If you listen to its lies, you'll stay stuck, watching your life pass by from behind bars. But if you face fear, if you walk straight through it, you'll discover it was never as powerful as it seemed. Courage doesn't mean you feel no fear. Courage means you move despite the fear. And every time you do, you weaken its grip. Step by step, you take back the ground fear stole from you. Fear is the enemy. Destiny is the prize. The only way forward is through. Life is not a playground. It is a battlefield. Every day you fight battles against doubt, against despair, against temptation, against the weight of your own excuses. The war is real. The stakes are high. And the only weapon that wins is courage. Courage is not arrogance. Courage is not recklessness. Courage is the steady decision to stand your ground when everything in you wants to run. It is the voice that says, I will not bow. I will not break. I will not quit. On the battlefield of life, fear will shoot its arrows. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But courage lifts the shield and presses forward. Courage knows that wounds may come, but victory belongs to those who do not retreat. History remembers the courageous, not the comfortable. The people who stood when others fled. The ones who faced the fire and refused to let fear dictate their fate. And you, your life, your purpose, your destiny demands the same. You cannot win the battles ahead with hesitation. You cannot claim victory with timidity. You must arm yourself with courage. Every day you step onto this battlefield, every choice is a fight. And courage, unyielding, steady, unbreakable, is your weapon of victory. Safety feels secure. Safety feels comfortable. Safety feels wise. But safety has a hidden cost. It makes you invisible. The world does not remember those who stayed in the shadows, who hid their gifts, who never took a chance. Playing it safe protects you from failure, but it also robs you of impact. You cannot change lives. You cannot build greatness. You cannot fulfill your destiny if you spend your life avoiding risk. Look around. Every innovation, every movement, every story that shaped history came from someone who refused to play it safe. They risked criticism, they risked loss, they risked failure. And because they risked, they rose. But those who hide behind safety disappear. Their lives leave no mark. Their names fade into the background. Safety may keep you comfortable, but it also keeps you forgettable. Greatness demands risk. Influence demands courage. Destiny demands stepping beyond the safety of the known. You can choose safety, but understand what you're choosing. You're choosing a life without fire, a life without impact, a life that blends into the crowd. Or you can choose risk. You can choose to step out, stand tall, and let the world see what you're made of. The safe life is invisible. The bold life is unforgettable. The choice is yours. Success without character is a loaded weapon in the hands of a child. It may look shiny, it may feel powerful, but it is dangerous. Without the foundation of integrity, success becomes a trap. It inflates the ego, blinds the eyes, and eventually collapses the soul. History is full of names that rose high, only to fall hard, not because they lack talent, but because they lack character. Fame cannot protect you from corruption. Money cannot buy back integrity once it's lost. Position cannot save you from the weight of your own compromise. Character is what holds success together. It is the unseen steel beams beneath the skyscraper. Without it, everything eventually cracks and crumbles. Success without character will tempt you into arrogance, into shortcuts, into betrayal, and every step in that direction leads not to greatness but to ruin. True success is not measured by what you achieve, but by who you become in the process. If your victories cost you your honesty, your loyalty, or your soul, they are not victories. They are defeats in disguise. Build character first. Build the man or woman inside before you chase the applause outside. Because success without character will not make you, it will break you. Integrity is invisible, but its presence or absence cannot be hidden. No one sees the foundation of a building, yet every step inside tells you whether it is strong. The same is true for your life. Integrity is the unseen base. Without it, everything else is fragile. People may not always notice integrity when it's there, but they will feel its absence immediately. They will feel it when promises are broken. They will feel it when trust is betrayed. They will feel it when words and actions no longer align. Integrity is consistency between what you say and what you do, between what you believe and how you live. It is doing what's right when no one is watching, when no one will reward you, when no one will know. That's why integrity is rare. That's why it is powerful. Without integrity, your success is hollow. With integrity, even small steps carry weight. People follow leaders they trust, not leaders they fear. They remember those who were steady, not those who were flashy. You cannot buy integrity. You cannot fake it for long. You can only live it daily, quietly, faithfully. And though unseen, it will become the foundation others feel every time they stand near your life. Talent can open doors. Talent can win applause. Talent can give you opportunities. But talent alone cannot carry you to destiny. Talent may take you far, but only character will keep you there. We admire talent, but we trust character. We cheer for skill, but we follow integrity. And when storms come, it is not talent that anchors you, it is character. Talent is like the engine of a car, fast, powerful, impressive. But character is the steering wheel. Without it, speed will destroy you. Many lives have crashed not because they lacked ability, but because they lacked control. Character shapes destiny more than talent, because destiny is not about moments of brilliance. It's about a lifetime of faithfulness. It's not about shining once. It's about enduring always. Talent burns bright, but character burns steady. If you want to build a destiny that lasts, stop obsessing over talent alone. Develop the inner strength to handle the outer opportunities. Build honesty, humility, discipline, and courage, because those qualities will take you further than talent ever could. Talent impresses for a season. Character transforms for a lifetime. And destiny belongs not to the most gifted, but to the most grounded. True strength is not found in never bending. It is found in bending without breaking. Resilience is that strength, the quiet, unshakable force that refuses to be crushed. Life will press you, test you, and try to snap you in half. But resilience is what makes you spring back stronger than before. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship. It's about outlasting it. It's the steel hidden inside the frame. It's the fire that keeps burning long after the storm has passed. You may stumble, you may fall, you may even feel shattered for a moment. But resilience whispers, "This is not the end. Get up, try again." Many confuse strength with hardness, but hardness breaks. Glass is hard and it shatters. Resilience is flexible. It absorbs impact. It adapts, and because it adapts, it endures. Your destiny will not be decided by how smooth your path is. It will be decided by how resilient you are when the path turns rough. Resilience is not loud, not flashy. It is quiet persistence. It is the refusal to quit. It is the strength that refuses to break. Storms will come, that is certain. The winds will howl, the rains will fall, and the ground will shake. The question is not if, it is when. And when the storm comes, you must be the mountain. The mountain does not run. The mountain does not panic. The mountain does not shrink back when the sky darkens. It stands. It endures. The storm can rage against it, but the mountain remains. You too must become unshakable. Fear will try to move you. Doubt will try to erode you. Pressure will try to crush you. But resilience is found in stillness, in holding your ground. Being the mountain doesn't mean the storm won't hurt. The winds may strip your surface, the rains may carve deep scars, but the core, the foundation remains untouched. And when the clouds clear, the mountain is still there, stronger, weathered, but unbroken. Life will test you with storms, but destiny belongs to those who stand tall in the middle of them. So when the storm comes, don't run, don't crumble, don't break. Stand like the mountain. Weakness collapses under weight. It caves in when pressure increases. It gives way when resistance rises. But true strength, inner strength, endures. Weakness seeks escape. Strength faces reality. Weakness hides behind excuses. Strength stands on responsibility. Weakness looks for comfort. Strength chooses growth. Every life will face burdens. Every life will carry weight. And that weight will expose whether you've built weakness or strength within your. Weakness may look fine in calm weather, but when the storm comes, it collapses. Strength, however, endures. Not because the load is lighter, but because the spirit is stronger. Strength is not built overnight. It is forged through repetition, discipline, and refusal to quit. It is built each time you do the hard thing when you'd rather avoid it. Each time you stay standing when quitting seems easier. You cannot fake endurance. The moment pressure comes, truth is revealed. Weakness collapses. Strength endures. The question is, which one are you building today? Every mistake, every failure, every late night, every heartbreak, every setback, they were not wasted. They were shaping you. Every lesson was leading you here. It's easy to look back and see only the pain, the wrong turns, the wasted years. But step back and look again. The brokenness gave you wisdom. The rejection gave you resilience. The failure gave you hunger. None of it was random. Every piece of the puzzle was preparing you for this moment. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, standing at the edge of transformation. The question is no longer, why did this happen? The question is, what will you do with what you've been given? This is the moment all of life has been preparing you for. Don't waste it. There comes a time when you must stop negotiating with your past. You cannot keep dragging the old life into the new one you're trying to build. You need the sword of decision. The sword is sharp. It cuts away excuses. It severs the ties to toxic habits, to dead relationships, to comfort that keeps you weak. With one decisive act, you must draw the line. That was me then. This is me now. Decision is power. A single choice can change the entire trajectory of your life. Not someday. Not when it feels right. Now. You don't need permission. You don't need more time. You need courage. Take the sword. Cut the old life away. Begin again. Excuses are chains. They may feel light at first. Justifications, little reasons, harmless stories. But over time they wrap tighter, link after link, until you are trapped in a prison you built for yourself. I'm too tired. Chain. I don't have time. Chain. I'll start tomorrow. Chain. I don't know how. Chain. And then one day you look up and wonder why you feel stuck. The truth? You forged your own shackles. But chains can be broken. Not with comfort, not with waiting, with action. One step forward shatters a link. One act of discipline breaks another. Refuse the excuse, and the prison falls apart. The chains are not stronger than you. They only stay if you let them. Break them forever.